Hi, welcome to Yoga Lady. So this is a pregnancy yoga session, and I'd just like to remind you all to work really kindly and lovingly with your body. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good, and listen to your body and just really enjoy being with your body and connecting with your baby and your breath and feeling a sense of relaxation, but at the same time bringing more energy to the body. So we'll start here sitting. I'll just find some music. You might want to sit onto a cushion or some kind of yoga block and take a breath into your nose. And then as you exhale, just feel the weight descending down through your sit bones. Here we go. So that you can snuggle your sit bones down to the ground. And then bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your baby. Maybe close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. And start to deepen the inhalation and lengthen the exhalation. Breathing all the way down into the heart space. And then breathing out completely. And then breathing all the way down to your baby. And breathing out completely. Inhaling to the heart. Exhaling. And then inhaling all the way down to your baby. And breathing out completely. Good, and then bringing your right hand to meet your left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude. And I'd just like to invite you to think of something in your life that you feel really grateful for. Have a moment of gratitude. And then on your next inhalation, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, take your elbows wide, spread the fingers, and then glide the shoulder blades down the back. Bring the hands back together, breathing in, reaching up. And as you breathe out, take the elbows wide, spread fingers, glide the shoulder blades down the back. Bring the hands together, inhaling up. Exhale, feeling into the space around you. And then bringing the hands back together, interlacing your fingers, pushing the hands away, pressing the fingers into the backs of the hands and drawing the arm bones into the sockets. And then reaching the arms up, lengthening upwards. And you might rock from side to side, finding a little bit more space between the ribs. Good, and then coming back through to center and just turning your hands so that the palms face the head, the crown of the head, and then taking the elbows really wide and drawing the arms back into the space behind you. Bring your awareness back to the breath, feel the breath. Good, and then release the arms and bring your hands down to either side. Start to slide your right hand away as you reach up with the left arm. Keeping both sides of the waist spacious and long and open. And then come back through to center. Bring the left hands down, reach up with the right arm. And come back through to center. Let's bring the hands on the knees and then start to Sufi circle. So it's almost as if you're rocking your baby or circling around your baby. Keep the movements nice and slow and start to synchronize the movement with your breath cycle. Circling one way and then going the other way. Good, and then coming back through to center. Let's bring the hands to either side and slide the legs out in front. So again, you can be still sat on your cushion if that's more comfy for you. Just hands down to the ground and Just roll the inner thighs inwards a little bit. If your bump's already quite big, you'll need to have your legs a little bit wider. So just be really comfortable in the pose. And then as you inhale, pull your toes in towards you and really spread out the skin on the soles of the feet. And then as you exhale, push the toes away. Inhale the toes in, exhale the toes away. Inhale them in, exhale them away. Circle through the ankles one way and then the other way. And then just move the feet from side to side and shake out your legs. And then from here, let's take the right leg, carefully take the right leg over the left thigh and bring your left hand to the sole of your right foot and then circle. So you're feeling into the ankle joint. You could have your right hand on your right leg and you're just circling. It might feel a little bit crunchy to start with and then loosen up a bit. Good, so we do one leg, then the other one. So taking the left ankle over the right thigh and bring your left hand onto your shin and bring the palm of your right hand to the sole of your left foot and then circle. Good. And then slide that leg out in front and you might notice that your feet actually feel a little bit different now. Let's make our way onto all fours. So if you cross your legs and then use your hands to support you and then just kind of come onto your hands and your knees. Have your knees under your hips. Have the heels of the hands under the shoulders. I'm just going to take my cardigan off. So you're on your hands and your knees. If your knees are a little bit delicate, you could always have a blanket or something under your knees, a bit of extra padding. Good, and then from here we're going to tuck the toes and then start to circle the shoulders around the wrists and the hips around the knees. Circling one way and then going the other way. And then coming back through to centre, breathing in, lifting the heart forwards. And then as you breathe out, sink your bum towards your heels. Bend the elbows a little bit and then swoop your body forward along the mat. And then exhale and arch back. So you're inhaling forwards and then exhaling back. Inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back, and then coming back through to centre. And just walking your hands over to the right, turning to look out over the right shoulder. And then walking the hands back through to centre. So you might just walk them a little bit to see what feels good in your body. Maybe looking over the left shoulder. And then walk the hands back through to centre. And then bring your bum onto your heels. Now you might want to sit onto a cushion for this, so you could always bring your cushion onto your calves and sit down onto it. If that's not comfortable, then you can sit with your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, push the hands away, reach the arms up. Opening the armpits nice and wide and drawing the chest away from the pelvis. And what you'll find here is that there's a lot more space for your baby. Good, and then let's take the arms wide and bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, draw the knuckles down. And as you do that, just lightly draw the shoulder blades in towards each other so that you can really open up across the chest and the collarbones. Good, and then release the hands and just rest your hands onto your thighs and drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Really soften that left shoulder down. So you feel the little tiny muscles along the left side of the neck just gently stretching out and releasing. And then inhale the head up and drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Really soften that right shoulder down, softening the jaw, tongue, the throat. Inhale the head up, drop the chin to the chest, stretch out the back of the neck. Inhale the head up. And then just turn your face up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, hug your baby in towards you. You can use the hands on the knees as you arch back. And then inhale and lift the heart forwards. And then exhale and arch back. So you're hugging your baby in, dropping chin to chest, and then inhaling, lifting the heart, and exhaling, arching back. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, and then exhaling, arching back. Come back through to center, and bring your right hand onto your left thigh, and then bring the left hands behind you. If you can touch the floor with your fingertips, do that. Otherwise, you could just have your hand dangling down. And we're taking a little twist here. So just a really gentle twist. This is for the upper back. And then turning to look out over the left shoulder. Good. And then come back through to center and bring the left hand to the right thigh and the right hand's behind. Inhale as you lengthen up. And then exhale as you turn. Good. And then come back through to center and bring your hands down onto the ground and move your cushion if you had one there. Shake out your feet. Give them a little shake out. And then slide your right leg back. Come onto the ball of your right foot and just rock along the ball of that right foot. Identify your left arm. Reach the left arm forward. Either you can keep your right foot on the ground now, or you can raise that right leg, so the opposite arm to leg reaching. You don't have to raise that right foot. Good. And then bring the left hands down, right knee down, and slide your left leg back, coming onto the ball of the foot and rock. And then identify your right arm, and then maybe raise the leg as well. It's completely up to you. See what feels good. Good. And then bring the right hands down and the left knee down. And then from here, we're going to, let's slide the right foot forward. Hug the knee into the arm and then circle the knee around the heel. Nice fluid movements. Just feeling into that right hip joint. Good. And then bringing the right elbow onto the right thigh. Take thumb and index together on your left hand. Reach the left arm forward, up and back and down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling forwards, up. Exhale back and down. Inhaling forwards and up. Exhaling back and down. And then bring the hands down onto the ground and carefully take your right foot out to the side. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Come onto your left knee. If you need extra padding, you could put a blanket under your left knee. So the left knee is exactly under the left hip. And then we're going to start to slide the right hand down the side of the right leg and reach up with the left arm. But keep both sides of the waist spacious and long. You're reaching straight up with that left arm and then maybe a little bit over to the right. Stay with a calm and steady flow of breath, and then inhale, coming up. Bring both hands down to the ground, slide your right knee under your right hip, and then the left foot forward. Hug your left knee to the top of the left arm and circle knee around heel. Nice fluid movements. Good, and then bring the left elbow onto the left thigh. Take thumb and index together. Sweep up that right arm. Exhale it back and down. Inhaling forwards, up. Exhale back and down. One more. Inhalation up. Exhalation back and down. Bring the hands down to the ground. Carefully slide your left foot out to the side. Come up onto your right knee. Use padding if you need it. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Check that your right knee is exactly under your right hip. And then start to slide the left hand down the side of the left leg as you reach up with the right arm. Stay with your breath. Maybe reaching a little bit further if that feels good. Keep checking in with your body. Good, and then come back through to center. Bring both hands down onto the ground and bring the left knee under the left hip. And now we're going to come up to standing, and there's a special way of doing that in pregnancy. So you can tuck your toes, have your feet fairly wide, and then just walk your hands in towards your knees, lift up the knees, and then walk the hands up the legs, coming all the way up to standing, arriving on your feet. Let's have the toes out, heels in, bring the hands onto the waist, circle your pelvis a few times. So babies love all these rocking movements. Babies love to be rocked in the womb, and then also when they're born, circle the other way. Good, and then come back through to center. Let's bring the hands together, toes out, heels in, so the feet are about 45 degrees, and we're going to come through a little flowing sequence. So we take a breath into the heart space, and then as you breathe out, bring your hands into Yoni Mudra, so the thumbs and index fingers are together. Bend your knees, bring your hands towards the ground, press down into the feet, reach the arms up, take the elbows wide, spread fingers, glide shoulder blades down the back, and bring the hands back to the heart. We'll do that 2 more times, breathing in and then breathing out. Yoni Mudra, hands to the earth, arms reaching up, elbows wide, hands to the heart. Breathing in and then breathing out. Pressing down into the feet, arms reach up, elbows wide, hands to the heart. Good. And then from here, just heel toe the feet in. And let's take a little balance here. So we're going to drop the weight onto the left foot, bring the hands onto the waist, pick up the right knee and then take it out to the side and down. Inhaling up, out to the side and down. And we'll do that 1 more time. Inhaling up, out to the side and down. And then bring the sole of the foot into position for a tree pose. So you might rest the heel to the inner ankle or the sole of the foot below the knee. Or if you've done lots of yoga and you want to, you can bring the sole of the foot all the way up to the inner thigh. Good, and then bring the hands to the heart. Reach the arms up. Fixing your gaze to a still point. You could be with this, or you could open up through the arms. And then bring the hands back together and to the heart. And then release the right leg. Drop the weight onto your right foot, bring your hands onto your waist, pick up your left knee, take it wide out to the side and down. 2 more times, inhaling up, out to the side and down. Inhaling up, out to the side and down. And then bring the sole of your foot into position, same as you did on the other side. Bring the hands together. Inhale the arms up. Maybe open up through your arms, softening the shoulders. And then bringing the hands back together and to the heart and releasing the leg. So now we're going to step the feet a little bit wider. Have the right foot forward and the left foot back. And then bend your right knee. So the right knee is over the right heel and really activate that right inner thigh. Open up through your arms. You're in a warrior 2. Turn your right palm up and reach up and bring the left hands down the back of the left leg. And then come back into your warrior 2 and reach right into your fingertips, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Now press down into your right foot, straighten the right leg, swivel on your heels, turning right toes in, left toes out, bend the left knee to in a warrior 2 on the other side. Turn the left palm up, reach up and bring the right hand down the back of the right leg. Then come back through to center. And then straighten the left leg and release the arms. Now we're going to turn the feet so that the toes are out, heels in, feet are about 45 degrees. Inhale the arms up. Bring the fingertips together, bend the knees, track the knees over the heels, and then strong exhalation down, pressing down. Inhaling, squeezing the thighs in to come up. And then exhaling, fingertips together, strong exhalation down. And last one, inhaling all the way up. Strong exhalation down, really press down into the feet. Inhaling all the way up. And then bring the hands back to the heart. Heel toe your feet in. And then from here we're going to come down to the ground. So if you have your feet fairly wide, and then bring the hands onto the waist. Inhale as you lift your heart. And then exhale, bend your knees quite a lot. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Walk your hands down your legs, down the shins, all the way down to the ground until you find the floor. Plant your hands down and then walk the feet back. Come to sitting on your heels. And then this is where you might need your cushion. We're going to take the cushion to the outside of the left thigh, drop the left buttock down onto the cushion, have your knees coming out to the right, and then bring your right hand onto your left knee and the left hand's behind you. Try to really connect to the vertical line of energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, exhale as you spiral around it. So you don't need to twist too much, just a little bit. And feel the twist in the upper back, that space at the back of the heart. Good, and then come back through to center. And let's take that to the other side. So if you sit back onto your heels, and then bring your cushion to the outside of your right thigh, and drop your right buttock down onto it. And then take your left hand to your right knee and the right hand's behind you. Inhale as you lengthen upwards, and then exhale as you turn. Good. And then coming back through to center. And then from here, keeping your pelvis quite level, just swing both legs forward and then sit down. And again, you might like to be on your cushion. So that's completely up to you. So at this point, your legs are stretched out in front of you. And then we're going to bend the right leg in, bring the sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, and then just reach the left hand towards the left foot and reach up with the right arm. Good, and then come back through to center. Bring the hands onto the knees. Drop the hands in front of the knees. Take a little forward fold here. So the more you flex the toes in towards the shin, the more of a stretch you'll get into the calf muscle, which might feel really nice. Direct your breath into any areas of sensation. And then walk the hands in towards you. And we'll do the other side. So we're going to stretch out the right leg. Bring the sole of the left foot in. Take the right hand along the right leg, reach up with the left arm. Lengthen both sides of the waist. And then bring the hands onto the knees. Drop the hands just in front of the knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, gently walking the hands forward. Flex those right toes in towards the shin. And then inhale, gently up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Hands around the feet. Lengthen up. Connect to that vertical line of energy again. You might just take a few little Sufi circles here, rocking your baby. And then bring the hands onto the knees. Lift up your legs. Bring your feet flat down onto the ground. Have your feet quite wide. Bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. Inhale as you lift your heart. Exhale, hug your baby in. Drop the chin to the chest, arching back. Inhaling and exhaling. So it's almost like you're massaging your spine here. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhaling, arching back. Let's do one last one. Inhaling, exhaling, and then coming back through to center. And then from here, making your way down to the ground into a supine position. So if you're under 28 weeks pregnant, you could lie on your back with a cushion under your thighs. And if you're over 28 weeks pregnant, then it's recommended to lie on your left side. So in which case, you use your hands to support you. Lower your body down. Even if you're coming onto your back, come down like this. So you lie onto your left hip and then take your cushion between your thighs so that your right knee is in line with your right hip. And then lie down. You might want another cushion under your head or something under your bump if your bump's quite big already. You're lying down like that. So once you're comfortable in your supine position, take a breath in through your nose And then exhale through the mouth and just have a sense of release and of letting go and feeling your body becoming really heavy and really relaxed on the ground. So I'm going to take you on a little journey around your body now. And as I say each part of the body, in turn, just bring the light of your mind's attention to that area, completely releasing, relaxing that part of your body. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head, to the space between the eyes, to the soft hollow of your throat, to the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right hand thumb, index, middle, ring and little finger, to the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the soft hollow of your throat, to the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left hand thumb, index, middle, ring and little finger, to the wrist, to the elbow, to the shoulder, to the soft hollow of your throat. Bring your awareness to your heart space, to the tip of your right breast, to the tip of your left breast, and back to the heart. Bring your awareness to your navel, to the centre of your pelvis, to the right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, second, third, fourth and fifth. To the ankle, the knee, the hip, the centre of the pelvis, to the left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, second, third, fourth and fifth. To the ankle, to the knee, to the hip, to the centre of the pelvis. Bring your awareness to your womb and to your baby lying peacefully, comfortably in your womb. Visualise the shape of your baby's body, all the little toes, the feet, the legs, the curve of the spine to the shoulders, the arms and the hands, to the back of their head, the crown of the head, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the expression on your baby's face. And just take this time to connect with your baby, to communicate with your baby in whatever way feels right. Bringing your breath all the way down to your baby and just reminding yourself that every breath you take is for you and your baby. So feel free to stay lying down here for a little bit longer and relax. Or if you're ready to come out of this pose, then deepen your breath, breathe into your fingertips, breathe into your toes. Roll onto your left hand side if you're not there already. And then use your arms to help you come up. So you press down into the hands. Use the arms to help you. Take your time, there's no hurry. We have lots of time. And then once you're sitting, just bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your baby. And lift your heart to your hands. Bow your head to the wisdom in your heart. Bring your right hand to meet your left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude. Thank you for sharing this practice. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sending you lots of love. Namaste.